When you go for the first time to the field work, the first thing we would like to know was what was the perception of children on their well-being. The big thing I understand from children's perception of well-being was that their well-being perception were based on their lived experiences, and they were saying that well-being was based on their current situation and of course on their future lives. So for the present lives, then they were focusing on accessing and the quality of basic needs such as food, clothing, and housing. But more importantly also, they were focusing also on the family relationship, whether they have parents or they have a good relationship with the parent. On the future aspects, they were more relying on education, and education was very important, especially for urban. It was a quality, and for rural, more of the access of education as a future well-being indicator. Over the years, when we were doing field work, then the perception of children has changed somehow. The first thing was that they were more focusing on education as indicator of the present and also future life of changing, because as they are living in poor life, then they want to change through education. The other change they were showing was that they were less interested in the family issue, because for instance, some of the orphans and early stage, they told us that they were more concerned about being orphan, but when they get old, then they were not more. For instance, one of children told us that I'm not more concerned about being an orphan because nobody lives with his own parents. Children's perception to policymakers is very important in two ways. The first thing is the understanding the perception of children is very important, because they have a different perceptions as we do. For instance, as researchers, we were not expecting such perception to come. So that's very important. As adult policymakers, they have to listen to children. The second issue is they have to act on the real life and perception and voice of the children. For instance, we'll take one example. We have safety net program in the country where it focuses on food security of households. But we later found out that that policy has negative impact on child time using, because many children have been working on that, on the public work of the safety net. So it's very important also to have child-focused intervention programs.